Hell of a view from here.
Communications is up. Sending the data on the other satellites. You do hear me, right? Hello? Now that's a weight off my shoulders. It's gonna take some time dealing with someone competent. I don't suppose you want a job working hydroponics. No one ever says yes to that. Once you repair the other satellites, I'll open a channel to the other families.
Lopez to win? Lopez to win. When? When? This does not sound good. When, please? We may be the three families now. I hope the other families are okay. And the sooner we make contact with them, the better.
Build up and
broadcasting. Lopez to Lumiere. Jacqueline, are you there?
Albin? How the hell? I'm almost glad to hear your voice.
Listen, we need to meet, all of us. These spacers have got us on the ropes.
What sort of game are you playing? We're not going to fall for another of your cons.
No game, no ruse. Times have changed. We need to move on, or we'll all be the saddest little footnote in history.
We can meet, but it'll be on my ship.
Fine.
Huh.
I closed the call. So that's good old Jackie. Get to the other families. Hopefully they'll give us a better reception.
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Got ourselves a mark.
Enemy's shield gone. Attack their ground. Enemy's shield here took out with a jumper.
Oh my god, I'm literally following in your footsteps right now. It's so cool.
Have signal. Lopez to Banda? Banda, you there? You got the satellites back up? That'd help. Big help from a friend. I didn't know you had friends. I'm turning over a new leaf. In that vein, we have to meet all the families. Oh, I bet Jackie's gonna love that. Oh, she was a real peach about it. So she's in? Has to be her ship, but she's in. I'll come over. And, Alvin, it's good to hear you. Aw, you're choking me up here. Well, head on over to the rendezvous. And that's the last of them. Stranger, let's meet up on Lumiere's ship. I'll square away payment, but I have a feeling this ain't over and there may be further paying work ahead.
I got my eyes on you. Well, my scanners.
Nice clean dock, Captain.
It's good to be back. I have something I need to discuss with you. Figured you'd need someone else to do something useful.
Charming as ever. First things first, I'm pretty sure the Spacers got the winds. No contact with them.
All of them? My God.
Shit.
They were good people. And they died. Needlessly. Because we couldn't get our act together.
That's rich coming from you. You scammed me time and time again, Albin.
The Spacers are a threat to us all, Jackie.
And that is the salient point. Mistakes were made, we need to get past that. What I'm proposing is a mutual defense pact, nothing else. Each of us throws in our ships, men, materials, and whatnot, enough to protect all of our asses.
I wouldn't give you one solitary ounce of helium-3 if my life depended on it.
The problem is, it does. I think we all need to cool off. Stranger, a word? First things first. You did an honest day's work, you deserve an honest day's pay. Here, with heartfelt compliments. But I expect you know what's coming next. We're not military folk, and I'm not ashamed to say we are out of our depth. I'll pay you more, much more. If you can help kick the Spacers out of our system for good, and coordinate our efforts to do so. Right you are. So we're not babes in the woods. Each family has a ship or two and hard men and women that can handle themselves in a firefight. But the root of the problem is, admittedly, a self-inflicted injury. My family was here first, and when Liz sent other families here, perhaps I didn't take to it kindly. Might be I made an odd credit here or there at their expense. Something Lemaire especially has never let me live down. But now we need the Lemaires and the Bandas both, I reckon. I wouldn't hold my breath with Jackie. But Banda's good folk. Well, hopefully. We need to cooperate now, but also in the future. We need a mutual defense pact. As our new mercenary commander, please talk with Banda and Lemaire. Lemaire, God help us, especially we could use. Her family's got the most ships and crew by far. But if she's a lost cause, Ben and I can muddle through.
Just so you know, Albin is a con man and a thief. Associating with the likes of him reflects poorly on your character. Don't be so certain. So here's the deal. Odds are good my crew can hold out against the Spacers all by ourselves. If we're gonna band together, I have the most to contribute and the most to lose. The smart play for my interests is the Lemaire's hunker down and outlast the storm. I may not be some sort of military expert, but you can't know that for certain. That is a good point. There are considerably safer ways of earning credits. Well, that's certainly true. I mean, if I could trust all parties involved, of course, you're right. Well, you might have a point. Fine. Let Albin know that I'm willing to try this defense pact for now.
A defense pact gives us a real chance at a future.
Hello, stranger. Your work in getting the satellites up? You've done us a good turn. I know it was paying work, but a lot of mercs wouldn't even take a list contract. You here to talk about the defense pact? I figured he might. I mean, I agree that right now coming together makes sense, but going forward, it's hard to imagine Jackie and Albin working together for the long haul without one winding up with a knife in the back. If you say so. Well, the bandits will join the defense pact. We got one ship operational, another we can patch up. It's not much, but you'll have us when you need us.
We band together. Not only can we deal with the current problem, but future ones as well. So is the defense pact in business? Come on, don't keep me in suspense. Wait, she's in? I heard you right? How in the hell did you manage that? Let's get right into it then. So, the sensors have picked up 2 contact groups. Undoubtedly our spacer friends. We don't have many ships, but we can send them with you. Or hold them in reserves, your call. You got it. I'll send the long word. After you deal with the spacers, meet back on my farm. I've got an idea how to find where the spacers are based.
Let me know when you're ready to launch.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
How may I serve?
Do you need something, Captain?
We've detached. Let's get out of here.
Thanks.
Glad to hear you're back, safe and sound. Banda, you owe me 30 credits.
You're tougher than I thought.
Easy money. So while you were doing that, I used the communication satellites to triangulate some Spacer's chatter.
You did what?
I'm more than just a pretty face. Anyway, there's an old derelict star station the Spacers are using as a base. Couldn't say it better myself. There are undoubtedly a lot of Spacers there, both ships and men on the station itself.
We need to excise this cancer from our system. Every last one of them.
100% agree. So, oh glorious leader, any words of wisdom or inspiration before we embark? This is it. The big one. We need to bring everything we got to bear. There won't be any do-overs on this one. We'll all be waiting for you to jump in.
Thanks for taking time to chat. I really need a friendly ear right about now. I received a message from Constellation, and it's given me a lot to think about. No, it's nothing like that. It's just a list of requests. Things I would normally handle if I was there. But I'm not. I'm out here instead with you. You're not keeping me out here. I am. Just... Here, let me explain. Before I joined Constellation, I served for 8 years as the head of the Navigator Corps, until the UC decided to axe the department. It was a branch of the United Colonies Navy, a small fleet of ships outfitted for galactic exploration. Basically, a military version of Constellation. If you want to help, I feel like I need to give you some background. Just bear with me. Yeah, I suppose painful is an appropriate way to put it. You see, the top brass demanded press-worthy discoveries to justify the spending, and money was tight after the war. Shutdown was inevitable. At the end of the day, I was in charge, so the blame obviously fell on my shoulders. Yeah? You once told me that you favored the journey over the destination. So I'm hoping you'll understand what I'm trying to say. I failed because I was more concerned about exploring the stars than pushing a pencil. Because of my lack of foresight, all I ended up with was a shattered division and a bunch of excuses. That's just it, though. Did I push too hard? Did they shut us down because I wasn't quietly sitting at my desk approving meaningless memos? We'll never know. Well, that brings us to this message now, doesn't it? Call it whatever you want. My drive, my initiative, my optimism. It's been my greatest strength and my worst nightmare. It elevates me to these positions of authority, but all I want to do is explore, not sit and make sure all the accounts are balanced. Yes, exactly. If it's obvious to you, imagine how obvious it is to someone like Barrett or Mateo. Oh, they must be itching to replace me by now. God damn it. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Oh, here you are trying to help me and I'm yelling at you. You have to understand. Once Aja retired, I lost the only person that gave a damn. Look, it's clear that you have feelings for me. It's just... I've never had time for this sort of thing in my life. Please, it's not you. It's me. I'm just not ready to get that close. I can't. Not now. But thank you for being there and listening. It helped. It really did.
Look alive, crew!
Did you need something?
You're looking splendid today, Captain.
Just give the word, we'll get underway.
Hello, Captain.
Another one for me.
Captain, the enemy is here.
Well, I see our ship is still in one piece. That's some good news, at least.
Found one!
This is the first deep breath I've taken in months. I make no illusions. You did this, and now it's up to us to keep it going. Very diplomatic. It's horseshit, of course, but it sounded nice. The rest of the families and I, well, we chipped in for a reward. I know it's probably a pittance compared to what someone like you makes, but we're just dirt poor farmers and miners just trying to get by. I think I need to shut up now. Don't want to get... Who the hell knows? We're coming off a victory, so that might buy us a honeymoon period. But maybe it'll last. Right you are. If you ever are in this system, you come back and visit.
We'll give you a warm welcome for the ages.
Did you need something?
Yes, my captain?
Any news to share? Of course, Captain. It showed me that Ron Hope's attitude isn't unique. The Freestar Collective is full of people willing to take advantage of others to get what they want. And there are barely any systems in place to stop them. No one to tell them no or punish them for it. That's the downside of the Freestar way of doing things, huh? No social safety nets. It's hard for anyone born into poverty to improve their situation, especially with people like Ron Hope and Benjamin Bayou in power. He's the administrator of Neon. He basically owns the city. I like to say that not a credit gets spent on Volii Alpha that doesn't end up in Bayou's pocket. I feel sorry for anyone who has to grow up there. Povo was bad, but at least we didn't have violent gangs. I'm sorry to hear that. Nobody deserves to be taken advantage of by the system. There has to be a better way of doing things. Bye, Captain.
Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it? Switching over to standard engines.
Unknown vessel. Prepare to submit to...
Wait, I know him. He's the one that helped on Altair 2. This is Captain Young. Please acknowledge. Come on, don't leave us ground pounders hanging. It's nice to see you. Been busy risking your ass for total strangers, huh? Then I hope the UC's always got enough credits for you. Do I have to? Fine. Private Psy says hi. No more passing messages. Decorum, Marines. So, Command signed off on our unauthorized training mission. Sadly lost some men, but training accidents happen to the best of us. I stand by it. You'd make a hell of a Marine. But, damn proud to know you too. Command's shipping us off to parts unknown. But would you accept a final parting gift? It's a nice thought, but the galaxy's a big place. A lot of good people owe you their lives. Maybe one day some of us can return the favor. Young out.
Landing side looks clean. Let's set it down.
Do you need something, Captain?